All right, everybody, welcome back to the currently the last stage, but it's the sixth stage out of the seven eventual stages for the Win Wishes Backfire Birth of the Shadow Dragon event. Last one up here is, well, for the moment, is Ice Shenron. So right down here, engage in an intense fight against the Ice Cold Warrior, Ice Shenron. He is a powerful opponent who can lower your allies' defense, nullify attack evading skills, fortify your defense, and counterattack at the best moments. So, stage 6 here is Ice Shenron. You can see here he is just one phase, Extreme Int, so you want to bring a lot of physical characters in here. Now, what's important to keep in mind in this fight right here is, right here, nullify attack evading skills. So that means you cannot dodge against Ice Shenron. Our full dodge builds cannot save us here. Now, you can still counter with certain units like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, for instance. He can counter this Ice Shenron still because they updated that, so it's no longer a dodge. It's now a nullification essentially, and it works on any super attacks. So that's what we got here. You should also be able to do that with any beam nullification. No, I'm sorry, it's not a beam. We can actually look right here. The type is an other super attack. So yeah, it has to be a general counter like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, where he can just do it with any super attack type. So here are the stats for Ice Shenron. You can see his HP is 68 million. His normals aren't too bad, only 360,000. But his super attack here and the defense lowering is what can really get you. So it's only a 1 million super attack boss, but he does do a 40% debuff, as well as not being able to dodge this guy. It does make him a little tricky. Now, keep in mind is that he reduces damage received from all types except physical by 60%. So you really do want to just bring physical characters into here. He can lock you, and he disables dodge, as we talked about. So let's go ahead and hop in here. Now, there is a mission to do this with the Battle of Fate team, so that's what we are going to hop in here with. Mostly physical characters, as you can see, led by the leader right here. Power of Wishes or Battle of Fate, the GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Let's go ahead and hop in. Let's turn off auto, and let's get not a great opening rotation. Let's go ahead and turn the sound on. There we go. We have all the active skill skips on at the moment just because you know, we're moving into the actual fight here. I guess let's do this as well. Alright, not horrible. Like, this lock is not terrible. I probably would have put them in slot 1 anyway. They should be able to survive a super even, even before they super attack, so, since they do have type advantage. Now, keep in mind, that super attack does do 1 million damage, and he's going to lower us by 40% defense. Luckily, we are type advantage, so that'll help us out a little bit here. Now, we might take like 400k still from this attack, but that's not the worst ever. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Alright, he's supering immediately. Yeah, see, we take about 366 and then the normal, so we did end up taking about 430k there. Like I said, we were taking about 400, so, you know, I wasn't too far off. After they super attack, they should be fine. Okay, we missed out on that. That kind of... Okay. That kind of sucks that we did not get the additional supers there. Just means it's going to take a little bit longer to get them built up. Give me just a second as well. Alright, I always forget to turn my phone on to Do Not Disturb. You guys didn't really miss anything here, but I always forget to do that. You know, we got the Twitch notifications coming in. That's better than getting a text message or something, right? I don't need you guys showing up with, like, my grandma texting me about her tomato garden or something. Anyway, so, Battle of Fate mission, I got this done. This is actually the second video I've recorded on this. Whenever I was uploading it, I was about to title it All Missions Done, and then I realized that the team I used in my actual video here, I did not use a Battle of Fate team, so I figured I would hop back in here and get the run done. So I still have that video if you guys want to see it, but it's kind of pointless now. I'm just replacing it with this one. Alright, we do have this guy's, what is it called? We have his damage reduction up, so he should be fine. Now, we can't do anything to this Ice Shenron. He's immune to ceiling, stunning, immune to attack and defense lowering, so not much we can really do against this guy, but we should still be fine here. Let's go ahead and grab these, I think, Let's grab that one with 17. Let's grab these with Gogeta. And then let's grab all of these with God Goku. That should be good. That should give us a little bit of healing as well. That's very nice. 17 should be fine here after he super attacks. He might take a little bit of damage before he gets his hits in. But, yeah, we should be fine against normals, so that's good. So we've got 2 of his 3 hits in. This unit should be fine against a super attack. Keep in mind, this is their first turn, so they still have their guard up. So that's, you know, obviously good. Alright, there's 2 supers. Can we get 3? Can we get 3? This mission is not too terribly bad. The nice thing is that Ice Shenron only has 1 phase. He can be really annoying with his locks. But overall, I don't think you'll find him too tricky. Yeah, we're fine here. We'll take a little bit of damage, like I said, but we'll be able to revive next turn, which will give us the full heal, and it should do a decent amount of damage, depending on if we get a crit or not with the Spirit Bomb. Obviously, this mission is built around you having the 8th anniversary LRs, right? So if you don't have them, I'm sure this could be a little bit tricky, especially if you're a new player, but honestly, if you're a new player, I don't expect you to be able to hop into events like this and just be able to do it first try. I don't know, like, it's just a little tricky, right? Okay, let's go ahead and use both of these standbys. 'Alright, there we go. So this should allow Ultimate Gohan to look really good on this rotation as well. We're going to go ahead and put this unit in slot 1, though. I would like to save all these orbs for Gohan, but we need them to be super tanky so that he can actually get a super off. There we go. This would give us a little bit of healing, but let's do this instead for the 18 key. So, they should be fine here in slot 1. I don't think Ice can take them out. Gohan should be able to survive the super attack should it be on him. And Vegeta should die to that 1 normal, considering we have, like, no health. So, let's go ahead and get this rotation rolling. So, but what I was saying is that if you're a new player, the hardest part about being a new player is just the lack of units, right? Like, this game is now, starting with the 8th anniversary, we're going into its 9th year. You know, there's 9 years of units that you guys just don't have. Luckily, they did a big reset during the 7th anniversary, and a lot of units released prior to that aren't super valuable. You'll find that most of the units I'm using have either Easy Aid or released since last year's anniversary. So that is nice, right? It's kind of helpful to new players and old players as well, that you don't, like, a lot of the units in your box. Like, it kind of sucks if you're an old player, because it makes, like, a lot of the units in your box maybe obsolete. But it's nice for new players, because you don't have to acquire as many units to have a competitive team, but...
貴様の負けだ。まだまだ死ねねえな。おめえをやっつけるまではな。宇宙のみんな、オラに元気を分けてくれ。サンキュー、宇宙のみんな。行くぜ。
Nice. Keep in mind, he does have the huge damage reduction against non-physical enemies, but the nice thing, right, is that, what am I trying to say here? The nice thing if you're a new player, right, it's a good and bad thing. It's good that there aren't as many units that you have to acquire to, like, have the best units for your teams, but it's bad in that you still have to acquire them, and a lot of the times the rotations for those new units aren't super new player friendly, so... That's kind of what I'm getting at here. Let's go ahead and fuse. Yeah, I just have the skips on, that's right. Listen, we don't need to be sitting through this all day, right? Alright, he's locked. Let's go ahead and just play this. Or just do that. Is this just going to take him out? No, okay. Nice. We are going to win on this rotation, though, or at least we should. Keep in mind, we don't have 17's damage reduction up, but Ice, if I switch back over here, he does have a 7 attack cooldown, so he killed us on the super, so he can't even super until we get to Gogeta at the end, and he's doing, what, 1, 2, 3. He can't super us on this turn, so we are good. We're going to win. Let me know if you guys had trouble with this mission or not. You know, he's only doing 6 attacks here, and he has a 7 attack cooldown, so he literally cannot super us on this turn. But let me know what you guys think about this fight. Let me know if you had any issues. You know, let me know what teams you use, what setups you used. If you're having trouble, just, you know, try to use physical units as much as possible. The 8th anniversary Boo Duo is probably going to be your best friend for this event. And then just any other units that you may have are going to be super, or any other physical Battle of Fate units that you have are just going to be super helpful. So, before we end, let's go ahead and take a look at Battle of Fate, if I can get that pulled up. Let's see here. That's right, it's down at the bottom. I could just pull this up in-game, but let's go ahead and switch over to here. We can look at both, right? Oh no, Dan's playing. No! Okay, whew. Oh, I don't need the video to get muted, right? Alright, so physical Battle of Fate, this is kind of what we're looking at. You know, Beerus just got his Easy A for Tanabata on JP, which is fine. I'm really surprised this unit didn't Easy A. Could you bring him in here? Maybe. You might be able to bring him in here to some success. Really, this top row, other than this Vegeta, are really going to be your, like, main units that you want to bring. Obviously, I used all 4 of them in the video. This next row, I probably wouldn't bring any of those characters. If you had to bring this Vegeta, maybe you could. He works well with other physical units. This guy might be able to do some, like, damage in there. He might be okay. This guy's, you know, great. Obviously, I brought him in the run. Omega could be helpful. And yeah, I mean, that's about it for physical. So, you know, it's not a huge roster, but, yeah, really the main 4, like, basically the 5 characters that I brought are the best 5 physical characters. So, you know, luckily 2 of them are on the banner. So there is that, right? But anyway, let me know if you guys are having issues with this mission. Just off the top of my head, some other characters that could be useful in here. Vegeta and Trunks, you know, will be nice and tanky. I probably wouldn't bring Orange Piccolo, but I'm sure he would be fine as long as you got a super attack off first. This Gohan can be okay as long as you're staying above the HP threshold. I wouldn't bring either of these 2 units because they're both predicated on dodging, so I wouldn't bring them. These 2 could fringe be okay, like, again, as long as they're not getting supered. These 2 would be great. Again, this guy's tech, though, so, you know, be wary of him. Anybody else that really just stands out is like a major player here. Trying to see if anybody else major stands out. Doesn't quite look like it, so yeah. In terms of, like, I don't know. Like, this is tough. Battle of Fate is definitely very top heavy at the moment, so let me know if you guys are having issues with this mission or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. You know, we caught Dan before it got us, so hopefully this video is not muted because of that. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Catch you all next time.